Normally on Fridays I drop a review video for the latest episode, and I still intend to do that later today, but before that I really quickly want to make a video about something huge. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the final 2 episodes of Ash and Pikachu, the final 2 episodes of Aim to be a Pokemon Master, have now been revealed. We now know the end of Ash and Pikachu because we have the episode titles and the episode descriptions. That's unbelievable, man, and I want to talk all about it. Before we dive into this crazy news though, I'd really appreciate you guys smashing the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. It's not very often that we get to hear the end of a 25-year-long story, so it's a very special day. These titles and descriptions come from Oricon and are sourced by Anipoke Fandom on Twitter, so be sure to go and support him using the link in the video description. Now, where do we begin, dude? I can't believe I'm doing this for the final time. Episode 10 of Pokemon Aim to be a Pokemon Master, airing on March the 17th, is officially titled Ash and Latios. That's the title. You heard me right, Latios, not Latias. So it seems that all the Latias stuff throughout this series has been building up to this episode. This will be where Ash and Latias come face to face again, but there's suddenly a Latios in the mix too, and I swear to God, man, Ash better catch Latias, or else I'm gonna be so sad after all this build up. We also have this image of the episode, showing Ash and Misty seemingly riding on the back of Brock's Steelix, while Pikachu rides on Latias, and they all look super happy. And now the episode description is as follows. Latias appears again in front of Ash and Pikachu, and using its dream projection, it shows Ash and the others a Pokemon Hunter attacking a Latios. Ash and the others head out to save Latios, but can they really save him? So man, this is it, the Latias episode at long last. But it's not quite what we expected, because Latias supposedly has a friend or a partner, Latios, who was captured by a Pokemon Hunter, and clearly because Latias watched Ash help and protect so many Pokemon, like Beartic, Squirtle, Wailmer, etc., Latias now trusts Ash enough to ask for his help to save Latios. All of those moments throughout the series really made Latios understand and trust Ash. She trusts him enough to ask for his help. This episode looks great and I love the Latios twist, but man, I can't deny being a little bit worried, because if there's a Latios in the mix too, then that definitely means it's less likely that Ash will catch Latias, because rather than all these episodes with Latias appearing, building up to Ash catching her, like we thought it would, it's actually building up to Ash saving her friend Latios. I can 100% imagine the episode ending with Latias flying off with Latios and saying thank you and goodbye to Ash, rather than being caught. And that scares me, dude. We were all so hyped and so dead set on Ash catching Latias at the end of all this. I mean, Ash deserves that after all this time, after all this build up. But I know what Anipoke is like, and I know the introduction of Latios to the story definitely makes it less likely for Ash to catch Latias. But hey, it's not impossible. Maybe Latias seeing Ash saving Latios could still make Latias want to stay by Ash's side. I really hope that's the case, dude. Or maybe in the dream world, Ash will catch both Latias and Latios. Super unlikely, I know, but I guess only time will tell. Either way, I really love seeing that Latias trusts Ash enough to ask for his help here. She really has come so far since we first saw her in episode 1, back when she was angry and wanted nothing to do with Ash. And now that we've spoken about episode 10, here we are, the final episode of Ash and Pikachu, episode 11. This is really it, man. This is the final episode title. The final episode of the story of Ash Ketchum. I can't believe it, but here we go. Episode 11 of Pokemon Aim to be a Pokemon Master, the series finale, is officially titled Rainbow and Pokemon Master. And dude, I could not even begin to imagine a more perfect and fitting and amazing episode title than Rainbow and Pokemon Master. I mean, HoOh is the rainbow Pokemon, and Ash and Pikachu saw HoOh and the rainbow on the first step of their journey to become a Pokemon Master. And now it seems that the final step of that journey, the final step towards being a Pokemon Master, will also seemingly feature HoOh and the rainbow. It's so perfect, dude. And we also have this image of the episode showing Ash and Pikachu looking up at the rainbow. So, the final episode description. This is what it says. When Ash and Pikachu return to Pallet Town, they reunite with Gary, who asks Ash a question. How much closer are you to becoming a Pokemon Master now that you've become the champion? Becoming a Pokemon Master has been Ash's dream ever since he set off on his journey with Pikachu, but will Ash be able to find the answer to this question? I mean, let's be honest, that's kind of what we expected for the final episode, right? Most of us did think the Gary scene from the original trailer of the series would take place place in the final episode, since it didn't happen earlier in the series. And I know some people will be a bit annoyed that the original trailer made it sound like the question from Gary would spark the entire series, rather than ending the entire series, but at least it's still happening, you know? So that final episode really does seem like it'll be Ash spending time with his old Pokemon, and Gary, and maybe his mum and Professor Oak at Pallet Town, and then trying to figure out what it means to become a Pokemon Master. And I guess he'll probably meet HoOh too, and that's just like how Ash's journey began. In Pallet Town with his mum and Professor Oak and Gary and HoOh and Pikachu. What an amazingly full circle story, dude. I can't think of a better way for Ash's story to end than this. Exactly where it began. Of course, we don't know 100% for sure that HoOh will be involved, but based on the episode title having Rainbow in it, and based on how significant HoOh is to Ash's dream, and based on how Yuyama said in an interview that the climax of the series would have a Pokemon that we've all been waiting for, man, it's looking very likely that HoOh will play a big part in this episode. I cannot believe we're really here, man. We now have the final episode titles and descriptions of Ash and Pikachu's story. I'll never make another video like this ever again, man. This is really the final time, and that's both crazy and sad. It's really been such a pleasure, such a ride, covering the final couple of years of Ash's story, and here we are quickly approaching the end. Of course, this does mean that the hopes for characters returning like Serena, Greninja, May, Max, the Alola Gang, Solgaleo, Primeape, etc. are looking very, very, very slim now. Those characters really don't fit into any of the remaining episode titles, unfortunately, so the best we'll get is maybe some small cameos, maybe in a montage to show what everyone is doing at the end of the final episode. That'd be really nice, but it is a massive shame that we couldn't have seen them at all in this series. Either way, here we are, dude. Let me know what you think about the final episode titles and episode descriptions in the comments below. Are they everything you hoped for, or are you a little bit disappointed? Personally, I really do think that an episode about Latias, and then an episode about becoming a Pokemon Master makes a lot of sense for the end of the series, so I'm not really surprised, dude. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed hearing my thoughts. It would genuinely really mean a lot to me, and hey, we're getting super close to 115,000 subscribers, and that is awesome, so why not help us out? I'm hopefully going to be dropping an episode review for today's episode later today also, so keep your eyes peeled. If I'm honest, I literally scripted that entire review video, and I even started recording it too, so I've made some good progress on it, so I'm pretty confident I can probably get it out later today or maybe tonight. But then these new episode titles and episode descriptions released out of the blue, so I thought it was probably worth prioritizing them since they're such a big deal. Join our Discord server and follow me on Twitch and Twitter using the links in the video description, and I think that's gotta be everything. So thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again.